special deal. He's just putting his microphone on, straightening out his notes. It is Lou Dobbs. He runs Lou Dobbs Tonight, if I'm not mistaken, on this network. Isn't that correct?
Absolutely.
Well, let's get right at it.
7 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, right. You told me that you are bringing us news on China trade. Do it.
Absolutely. The President of the United States has secured a deal with China that I think, and I've been looking at the averages here. You know, I understand the theory, buy on the rumors, sell on the news. The news here is much bigger than what the market understands right now. The reality is that this is a deal crafted by Robert Lighthizer, the president's trade representative, that hits just about every element that he sought in the course of this negotiation over all of this time. And with that, let me say what it is. We're talking about the president deferring planned tariffs that would have gone into effect come Monday on Chinese goods. That's been suspended. He is maintaining, and this is what is going to stun a lot of people, $250 billion of Chinese imports into this country. The tariff on those imports remains exactly what it is until further notice. And he's giving up 7.5% of 15% on $120 billion other goods that had gone into effect. So it is a remarkable. By the way, for everyone who wants
that's a hard line, right?
7.5% of 120 billion, you got $9 billion. That's what he's given up here.
But that's the news.
Oh,
hard line Trump.
It is hard line Trump, but it is also the smart president we put into office. He is constructing a deal for the future. And it is one in which, as he has announced now, today, is going to be negotiated from now forward. This is not only a trade deal, which is important, intellectual property protection for this country, structural change in China, access to Chinese markets, critically important, trillions of dollars in the potential. And at the same time, creating a relationship, because that negotiation is the foundation of what will be an emerging power and this dominant superpower for decades to come. I truly believe that.
Okay. But look, we do not know what the dispute resolution mechanism is.
We do know that Robert Lighthizer has said that that is critically important to him, that it would be certainly part of any deal. The president has said nothing will happen here that is not a clear-cut win for the United States. And in my opinion, everything that he has laid out here today, and I have well-placed sources within the White House telling me precisely that that is what this is.
USTR says the Chinese will make structural changes to their economy. And forced technology
Beginning
transfers.
there, you're talking about...
But we don't know the details here.
You don't know the details, but you do know what the U.S. Trade Representative and the President of the United States are saying. That's good enough for me.
They're sticking right there. They're not going to come back.
You've got news organizations quoting Chinese sources. They don't say it that way. But I think our sources are the highest possible on this, and whom I have great confidence in, who have achieved, I think, an historic agreement here that lays the foundation for great growth, great potential in terms of the relationship. I really think this is a historic moment. And by the way, as you watch these averages, I think you're going to see them move much higher, because this is better than anything Wall Street was talking about.
Well, that's your interpretation of this deal.
It is my interpretation.
It's not a skinny deal. It's a much broader base with the intellectual property
it is
and
a
structural
foundation.
changes.
I would say it this way. It's a foundational deal. It may be, at this point, only part of what will emerge over the course of decades. I truly believe this will be the foundation of decades in this relationship, in which you're going to see massive economic cooperation in very difficult times. But under the stewardship of this president, you're going to see great things happen.
The only thing, from what I've seen, what detail I know.
You're seeing great things happen.
But the only giveaway, I hate to use that
No,
word,
that's
but the
fine.
only
He gave
give
away
back
$9
is the
billion.
reduction of the tariffs to 7.5%.
From 15 to 7.5%, 120 billion. It's
Right.
$9 billion. Do you know what he just gave the farmers this year because of any concern about their injury? $26 billion to the farmers. And guess what? That was out of the tariff money that he transferred to them. I mean, this is a man who does not think in ordinary, common, and conventional terms. He is brilliant. He has focused on this as one of the signatures of his presidency. And like every other promise he's made in the 2016 campaign, he is delivering.
I was up all night watching the British election, which is unusual.
I thought you were going to say you were watching my reruns.
Well, out of the corner of my eye, Lou, they were
all right,
there.
that's better.
I was delighted.
Were you cheering?
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding?
Go ahead.
Cheering,
Brexit, here we
bollocks.
go.
Because I think that, well, not just Brexit, but the utter defeat of the socialists. Because that's going to be transferred to us. Look at the election in 2020. Capitalist Trump, dynamic Trump versus some kind of leftist. Trump wins.
Trump wins. The president has made it clear that the UK will be a principal trading partner and that any amount of injury attempted by the European Union against the UK will carry with it, this is his clear implication, will carry with it some consequence in the trade relationship with the United States. Don't forget, the World Trade Organization is done. It is toast. It's over. It's going to be bilateral trade relationships from here on. And when you think about that, it's the president's brilliant idea. It is also the best possible economic idea because bilateral means it's targeted. Targeted means it's efficient and balanced. And this is the potential to reorganize the international trading system, which is beneficial to everybody.
You don't have a name your sources in the White House, do you?
Well placed, I must say.
Dobbs, what is it, 7 o'clock tonight, Lou Dobbs Tonight,
yes.
weeknight, 7 o'clock?
And I do want to say
Yes.
that one of the brilliant advisors to the president, Dr. Michael Pillsbury, will be joining us on Lou Dobbs Tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to wait as everyone writes that down. 7 p.m. Eastern, Lou Dobbs Tonight. So please join us for that. And
Thanks,
delighted to be with you.
Thank you very much, Lou. Come again soon, okay, man? Thank you.
Thank you.
As you saw...